The following video is proudly presented by MightyOxTrading. All information contained in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not financial or investment advice. Oops. Well, hold on, folks. Give me a second. I obviously don't have TradingView working. Good morning, welcome to MightyOxTrading. We're experiencing technical difficulties because TradingView shut down overnight, and I forgot that it sometimes gives me problems when it does that. So just give me 1 second here. Nice. Totally forgot about that little issue. Come on. There we go. That's better. There we go. So, good morning. Welcome to MightyOxTrading. Friday morning, non-farm payrolls edition. I hope everyone's had a good evening. Good morning waking up. As we're ready to start the day. I'm tired as usual, but I'm here. Ready to rock and roll. Or something like that. Check the markets here in a minute. My email up to make sure. There we go. Good morning, Vincent. And how are you today? So let's look at the markets overnight. In NASDAQ, of course, we had the nuclear power plant based crash in the evening, and then we've been kind of flat, came back up and kind of mid-range now. About a 350 point range. Good morning, Contra. Hope you're doing well. ES, same thing, and about a 90, about 90 point range, a little less. Kappa spiked up to all the way up to 480, almost 488. It's about mid-range now, and it's seen about 240 ticks of range. Gold liked nuclear chaos and sold off when the chaos stopped. It's now heading back up. They're about 33 points, no, 23 points in range. Early morning math, not my thing. UltraBond also likes the thought of people glowing in the dark. So it came up and then sold off. And it has about 4.5 points of range. Crude oil has finally settled some. I mean, it still has 5 points of range, but it's not making new highs. Bunch of signals there. Gold, Russell, and UltraBond. We'll get to them in a minute. Natural gas had all of its range within the first couple hours. And it's about 200 ticks of range. The Dow, about 600 points of range. A little over that. And the Russell is about a little over 40 ticks of range. So that's where we stand now. Now we wait. Looks like, just a quick look, that things have been a little choppy overnight. Vincent, were you doing London at all, or how did things go if you did, or did you just get up? Morning, Skoggs. Okay, gold giving us a signal. Let's take a look. Remember, we have non-farm payrolls coming out in about 55 minutes. Of course, NASDAQ wants to send me signals here. Trying to pop back up there above the SMA. Gold popping down. Which one's better, NASDAQ or gold? That is the question. I think we're going to go with NASDAQ because gold just blew into its band. Oh, signal went away on NASDAQ. Gold's probably going to go and say, haha, you should have picked me. We'll get back to charting NASDAQ here, so it decides if it wants to give us a signal or not. Like, it's more than likely, if it breaks back below the SMA line, maybe we'll try going that way with it. The NASDAQ keeps pushing the long signal down the road. If I gotten in here, it would be up. You know, that first time the long signal fired, it was here to pull back. Now, if I had actually just went with that, it will help you up 8 points. Oh, look at that burst up. If it gets more and more extended, still have a downtrending SMA line. Things are just, and the bands are slightly downtrending, so it's like, and now it's getting closer to those bands. Going up 12 points already. I should have just jumped in there for a 5-point scalp instead of. You're still in that trade, Vincent? Oh wait, 43.52. Oh, you entered. Are you short or long? Sorry if my brain's not comprehending it. 43.52. 43. Oh wow. So I assume you're short. Because if not, you're really hurting right now. Okay, so we just missed. We missed out on this opportunity on MNQ. So we'll put that in. We'll still continue charting You know, you can see here, if you look at the red line here, broke it here once, twice. Finally got above it here. Now it's hitting that band and pulling back. It was in an interesting spot where it could turn around and come back right back down, so that's why I didn't jump on that. Copper sending a long signal there as well. I think it's just London coming online. I noticed you'll also often see a reversal of whatever pattern the Asia session had at the London session. Hello, Jimmy, and one. Good question. I started a video about it 2 weeks ago, and then I couldn't say the word video for like 10 straight times, so it took forever. And I only got part one done. And then I expected to finish it last weekend, and then I had to instead work on some issues with the other platform I'm streaming on. So I'm hoping to get that done this weekend. If you have any questions as we go along here, I'd be happy to answer them as well. You're welcome. Good morning, Ish. I will remind everyone. I'm gonna most likely try a move on for the non-farm payrolls report that no one should. You should not try this at home. But I have not yet decided which account and whether I'm doing micro or mini. Yes, yeah. I mean, I occasionally look at a 5 minute chart, but yeah, I'm mostly trading off a 1 minute chart. So, Nasdaq did look choppy at my first gander at it, but it looks like it wouldn't have been horrible to trade overnight. Here's where it gets kind of choppy. That signal would have failed. This one, we'll see. I think this one would have failed. Yep, would have. And that one would have as well. I think, yeah. And you can see here that that last missed signal there for me, I should have just jumped in. All of a sudden NQ is running big time. Off that signal. It's bursting up here. It's gone up over 30 points. First missed opportunity in the morning happened within the first 15 minutes. We're being efficient with missed opportunities so far this morning. Gold also would have worked, but it had a pretty bad pullback, which probably would have knocked me out. So let's look at 4250. It's probably a fib level. Or, let's see. I guess we'll just let him tell us because I can't. Jimmy, mostly what I do is, if you can see on my screen here, I have this indicator called Super Trend, and it sends me these nice little long and short signals. Now I don't take those blindly. I then look at where we're at in the chart and where things are. Is it going against the trend? Is it what are the Bollinger Bands doing? Is it too far up into the bands, etc.? And then I decide whether I take that signal or not. So you can see here where I've marked these off here as either wins or losses. These are all trades I would have taken. I chart out overnight and see how things moved. So you can see which trades I probably would have taken versus which ones I would not have taken. And so I'm trying to get in based on the signals, but not blindly, because sometimes the signals suck. So like this, I would not have taken here. Now it did work for like 15 points, but you see how the bands were downtrending, the SMA line was downtrending, so I wouldn't have wanted to get in against that trend, unless I was maybe going for just a quick scalp. What's your trading experience, Jimmy? Have you been trading long? Cool. I started with stocks too, but it frustrated me with the PDT rule, and shorting's definitely not as easy. For futures, are you trading your own account, or are you funded with a program, or are you trying to get funded with a program? Good morning, Matt. Ah, cool. I started off with Top Step and then moved there to trade. Which assets do you like trading, Jimmy? I consider top step the hardest eval, so the fact that you're already in step two shows you're doing well. Okay, so we pulled back now. So Nasdaq popped up to 941's already pulled back by almost 30 points back to the SMA line. Good morning. Let's do this. We have a lot of ES traders that join us here on the MightyOx live stream. CFT is a good guy. NQ can seem very fast at times, although, like I like to tell people when I first started trading futures, ES seemed very fast to me, and then that slowed down as they got more experience. But I always said NQ seems like it's on steroids and meth at the same time. But now I prefer NQ and, you know, hanging in there for the wild ride. I'm glad you found me. I'm glad you've joined us here. I hope you like it and enjoy the streams. Between here and Share Vision, I crazily, insanely stream 10 times a week. Bounce off the SMA line there on the NASDAQ. Same with the ES. The ES got a little deeper. Crude's popping back up. Crude's been on a general uptrend now for about an hour, a little less than an hour. And it's popped back up, whoa, about 120, 30 ticks. Do have non-farm payrolls in about 35 minutes. I don't remember if Top Step lets you trade that news, Jimmy. But either way, be careful because that usually sends the markets wild. No, you can't swing trade. You have to close at the end of the day. They do have one account type that I think you can swing trade in, but I don't know anyone that's ever used it. Give me a second while I find it. Yeah. The gauntlet itself, not a gauntlet mini. Uh, Not sure how I could see that. It seems washed out, maybe because I have a dark mode on, but the gauntlet is a 60-day test. You can trade how you want, hold overnight positions, so on and so forth. If you exceed expectations, you get a full refund. I don't know anyone that's actually taken this because it's also very expensive. 60 days worth of trading. Start with 25,000. I guess you have to submit a trading plan. Wow. Trade the minimum of 30 calendar days. Reach 10% profit with a 10% max drawdown. And it costs it's a $429, which is really most expensive thing Earn to Trade has. But it does allow for swing trading. Copper pulling down here. It came up, tried to come up twice, so that's reversed again. You're welcome, Jimmy. That's what I'm here for. By the way, folks, for anyone that might have been here for my rant yesterday when I got upset because of my losses, I do apologize. So there was the top of the hour. Crude dropping here at the top of the hour. Dropping like it's hot. ES and NQ trying to head back up. Big drop there on gold. So that I did not take that short signal there on on gold, and I just blew up the wrong chart. Let's try that again. So I ended up not taking that short signal, and it did pull back. Let's see something now. Yeah, with a 1 point, oops, I didn't want to do that. With a, looks like even with a 1 stop loss, I would have been able to stay in that move. And it's gone 5 points now. Well, that was a missed opportunity. So 2 for 2 on missed opportunities this morning. So right now, I mean, we're not seeing huge moves. You know, these candles on NQ aren't huge by NQ standards. So if it stays that way, at least setting up my 10 by 10 for non-farm payrolls should be relatively easy. I did not trade anymore after we got off stream last night. So we're still sitting at $99 up on the Gauntlet account, 124.50 down on the TCP. UltraBond sending a long signal, but I'm not taking that. You can see the candle is almost the entire length between band to band. So I've been noticing, well, now this could still go, and obviously, but oftentimes when a candle takes up that much real estate, you're gonna see a pullback before it goes. I mean, obviously, I could still work, but kind of gonna wait on that. And as a reminder, it's slow right now. We will be doing 2 special streams this month. For FMLC Meeting Day, March 16th, we'll be running a 7-hour stream, at least 7 hours. Come on, normal time. Run through and a little bit after the FMLC meeting. Live here on YouTube and Twitch, 7 hours at the very least. And then on Friday, April 1st, I'll be doing an overnight session. I'll be trading London into April's non-farm payrolls report and then the New York Open. So it'll be about at least a 9.5-hour stream. I'll be reminding you all month of that because I need at least a few people here to help me stay awake. That'll also be here live on YouTube and Twitch. Did see the pullback here that I said we would probably see on the Treasury. And he just kind of slowly trying to grind up its previous high there, or the recent high, I should say. 941. It's back up to 938. You see that the bands in the SMA line have kind of straightened out horizontally. Big word. I'm just insane. That's all, Jimmy. You'll figure that out. Yeah, I guess I'm streaming about 35 hours a week now. I do 2 morning sessions each week over on ShareVision, Jimmy, if you want to join me there as well. Yeah, the ShareVision link and schedule is down in the video description here. Those of you here on YouTube, thank you for joining me, and if you feel like it, I'd love if you hit that thumbs up button. Let the YouTube algo know that you like what you see here, if you like what you see here. UltraBond to reject is now sending a short signal. NASDAQ to get above 43. ShareVision it's a new platform. It's a streaming platform, and they're trying to be the YouTube just for finance and trading. And they approached me a couple weeks ago and asked if I would start, would be interested in streaming on their platform, and they were willing to pay me. So I always said, yeah, of course. And I was supposed to be able to stream simultaneously to YouTube and ShareVision at the same time, but YouTube decided they didn't like that and would block my videos. So I upped my streaming schedule from 5 to 10 and started doing 5 because I get paid each day I do a stream on ShareVision. They'll pay me. So I increased my streams there. So I stream there 5 days a week. The alternate days that when I stream YouTube mornings, I stream there evenings and vice versa. But most likely in April, I'll change that to where I'm streaming all mornings on YouTube and all evenings on ShareVision. They're still in beta. They got some kinks to work out. Like the chat doesn't auto scroll, so you got to keep scrolling the chat over there. But it's a decent platform. If they're willing to pay me, I'm willing to do it. So 20 minutes from non-farm payrolls. With about 5 minutes to go, I'll start setting up my chart for my 10 by 10 move. Market, gold's continuing to go down. I don't journal my trades. I probably should, but it's like finding all this time to do different things. So I just I just chart out what I would take, like I showed before. And I've kept a spreadsheet on this stats, like how many times it would work versus not, but I don't actually do any journaling. I should. Matt, I actually have a video up of it that I did for my FMLC that I did on the last FMLC or one of the FMLCs. Basically, before a big news event like non-farm payrolls or FMLC, I'll go into NinjaTrader and I'll set a market order to fire once the news hits. I set a I set a long order about 10 points above where we're at, and I set a short order 10 points below. And that way, if it bursts up or down, whichever way it decides to go for the news, it'll catch that trade, fill, and hopefully get a big amount of money off of it. Now the danger is if it bursts up quickly, fills, and then goes back down, but then that second order acts as the stop loss. NQ pulling back here. You'll see me set it up here in a little bit. Oh wow! Thanks for that tidbit. Let's do this. In honor of its birthday, I hope it gives me a whole bunch of money. Well, I don't actually. I hope it gives Vincent a whole lot of money. I don't usually do the ES. I usually do NQ, but I still haven't decided whether I want to do NQ or MNQ on that move. I did like a $300 win on it, $341 with 3 micros on that video I have up. Copper's kind of grinding up. Gold came back to the SMA line. Treasury's heading down a little bit. Sideways here on MNQ. ES. Seems like the volume is just going out of the market right now as everything kind of waits. There's a short signal on the indices. Quick pop down there. I mean, it's only 5 points, which is small for MNQ. Previous low over here was 916 and then 910. Alright, 919. I don't know, maybe a quick scalp. Kind of jumpy right now. We'll wait. We're just gonna wait for non-farm payrolls. I could have got that 5 points, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the 10 by 10 on NQ. At most, it's about a $400 loss. If it hits one direction, goes the other. Let's check Twitter to see what it's saying about non-farm payrolls, about what's expected. Um, Lots of guesses, but I don't see any actual forecasts. At least not on Twitter. Probably should find an actual news source. So if we shall just see if that happens. Gold log signal coming into downward trending bands. On Q did come down about 9-10 points there. Kind of sitting there. Hello, Mustafa. I do not use a DOM. I'm just completely a chart trader. I've looked at a DOM here and there occasionally, but for one thing, I find Ninja Trader's DOM to be lacking compared to what I see CFT using. I think maybe it might be more helpful if I had what CFT uses, but I'm not going to spend like $500-600 just to get that access. Hello, DWT. Thank you for finding that. That sounds like positive news, though the market doesn't always go green on positive news. That gold signal would have been good. Big move up there on gold. Totally against what I normally would trade. You know, my trading plan is if things are downtrending at the top band and the SMA line, don't take the signal, but obviously I should take the signal. The hardest part about this 10 by 10 move that I do is setting it and continuing to move the target as it's there fluctuating before the news comes out where I don't get filled early. Now, last time I tried this move, I did get filled early and it still worked out. But I don't like getting filled early. And how are you this morning, DWT? Yolanda, thank you for subscribing. Thought you had by now, honestly. You've been here a while. Well, I guess before I answer that, Jimmy, what's your strategy? What do you like to, how do you like to trade? D, wait a minute, my subscribers aren't found. DWT, that would mean I would have any type of knowledge of how to do that. Where are, uh, where exactly are you seeing that, Skuggs? I'm I'm in my channel dashboard. I see it. Hold on. Let me go to my, just go to my channel. Oh, never mind. I thought, uh, I get the joke now. Sorry. Yeah, I'm here thinking there was something wrong with this, something on the stream. Aha. Yeah. Okay. I got you now, Skogs. Wow. Yeah, I'm obviously slow in the uptake. Okay, let's do this. Who's saying what again? And back to Jimmy. Uh, the number of trades you take per day isn't really, I mean, there's no set number in my opinion. It's what, however many setups you get that day, depending on your strategy. Some people don't trade, if they don't see their setup, they don't trade that day. Whereas other days the market might give them 10 setups, and there's no reason you should limit yourself if you're seeing your setups. No, it was great, Skogs. I just didn't. I just wasn't functioning. My brain wasn't functioning. Okay, we are 5 minutes till on-farm payrolls. So let me bring up Ninja. We are on NQ. Let's make sure we're on the right account. Gauntlet. There we go. Do this with no ATM strategy. For now, I'm going to place. Okay, first of all, we want to get only one contract. I may be insane, but I'm not that insane to do more than one. For now, we'll set an order. I'll move this closer as the time gets there. Buy. And where are we at here? So we'll put this way down here. No chance of getting filled unless things go absolutely wild in the next 4 minutes. Sell one. Stop market. So you see I now have two orders on my screen, on my Ninja Trader screen here. Might be a little bit hard to see because I made it smaller so I can have a wider view of the chart. With like 30 seconds to go, I'll start moving those down due to closer to the price action. And I'll say, like, right now the price action's at 18, so I'll try to get it like at 28 and 08. Yeah, what Skoggs just said, Jimmy, is I would agree with. What are your two most profitable setups? Which ones are you seeing the most success with, and maybe focus on those at first? Trying to, quickly analyze how many, the does this fit any of my 10 setups might, be a little bit of analysis by paralysis where you're there trying to figure out and all of a sudden, boom, the trade went without you. So you've seen a big move up here. I'm glad I put that order way up high. And Q burst up 18 points there. We're about 90 seconds from non-farm payrolls. We'll see if this works. Hate it when it starts getting jumpy like that because it's hard to set. Start moving things a little closer. Let's see how we do. Okay, 1 minute to go. I tried it about 15 seconds ago is when I try and set it. I'm probably not going to be looking at the chat here until after this is over now. So don't think I'm ignoring anybody. Orders are set. Oh, then it just happened. Wait, let's hope we can continue to go up. It did fill me early. There we go. Big move up. I'm out. $1,100, guys. $1,100. And I got out right before it dropped. Holy crap. Let me make sure all my entries are closed. Let me check the stats on that. I am actually shaking. We're now up $1,199 today on the Gauntlet account. The Gauntlet account's consistency rule is 1,250, I think, for my account. We got 55 points off of that, exactly $1,100. And that move, it did fill me and went down at first. I thought it was going to reverse on me. I stayed in and burst up $1,100. I believe that might deserve a couple cha-chings. Okay, I am literally need to chill out now. So give me a couple minutes there before I do anything else. I cannot trade the gauntlet anymore today. Yes, that was a 10. Yeah, that trade only lasted. Let's see. Let's look. That trade lasted 16 seconds. I got filled 1 second after the news came out. It was out 16. I'm sorry, 16 seconds. I was out at 17 seconds. So that was. Yes. Okay, so today, for the rest of the day, I just got to focus on the TCP. I saw that bursting up, and I knew I needed to get out because uh, I knew I was getting close to the consistency rule. That's a good question. I just been calling it the 10 by 10, but it probably needs a better name. Okay, let's go back to that screen. There we go. Give it another cha-ching just because I deserve it. Yep. So, guys, when I got off stream yesterday morning, uh, very frustrated after taking those two very stupid losses that I took on uh, crude oil. I was down $775 for the day. And in the Gauntlet account, I was down over $2,000. And I was about $200 to $250 away from blowing the account. And now, yeah, yesterday I came back. I hit two trades on NQ for $1,000 total. And I hit a crude and I hit a gold. So yesterday I went from being $775 down on the day to finishing the day at $410 up. And now, obviously I wasn't proud about being $2,000 down, but full disclosure, I was. And I was ready to reset if I needed to. But now this is my stats on the Gauntlet. I went from being $2,000 down to $277 up now, and back in green for the entire account. Now the question is, can we please have a non-farm payrolls every day? Good morning, Ace. You missed my trade. Let's do this. What are you referring to? I might have missed it. Thanks, Walt. Thank you. Yeah, Earn the Trade has no rules at all on any of their accounts about trading news. Honestly, I think Top Step might be the only place that does have rules about trading news. I just nailed $1,100 on non-farm payrolls, Ace. Butting up against the consistency rule, so I can only trade the TCP the rest of the day. Biggest trade in my career. Yep, caught 55 points. I decided to go with regular. Good question. Thank you. Yes. Uh, Thank you for reminding me. Switching over to TCP and switching over to MNQ on the T and putting my strategy back in place. Thank you. Okay, I think my heart is true. I would have, yeah. Although, well, earn a trade doesn't allow trade copiers to trade from one earn a trade account to the other. Not to mention, I mean, I would have had to do micros on that for TCP because I would have totally blew the TCP's consistency rule there. And uh, so real quickly, let me switch back over to Q here and back over. Just want to see real quick. Got out at 14,004. I want to see where that got to. Hit a high of 1409. Wow. I almost nailed the top of that move. The top of the move was 14,009, and I got out at 14,004. That's pretty impressive. Really, on which part, Matt? The trade copiers? Yeah, earn to trade ban trade copiers from trade copying from one earn to trade account to another. Now you can copy from earn to trade to another prop or copy from another prop to earn to trade, but you can't copy between two earn to trade accounts. So now I guess we're stuck on MNQ the rest of the day. I usually don't trade anything else on the TCP. So we'll watch MNQ. It's probably going to chill out for, I mean, you see it's pulled back. We'll try to take some high quality setups while watching the other markets to keep things interesting here on the stream. Yes, it was Ace. TCP, Skogs, the profit target on the TCP is 1750, and I can't make that more than 30% of that in one day. So the limit for the day without increasing my profit target is $525. So if I had nailed $1,100 on the TCP, that would have like doubled my profit target. Copper pulling back. Okay, NQ is sending a pullback signal here. Yeah, it's 30% of whatever your profit goal is. So like on let me bring up the calculator here. So like on TCP, the profit target is not typing in 1750. So times 0.3, it's 525. And on the Gauntlet account I'm running, it's the profit target to pass is 4,300 times 30% is 1,290. So I could technically try and shoot for another $100 on the day on the Gauntlet, but I'm not going to. I'm actually wanting to do a video on the consistency rule because it is one of the things that confuses people. Yeah, it's worded weird, but trust me on this. It's 30% of whatever the profit goal is for that particular account or level. Yeah, well, and the consistency goes away once you're funded. But so for 25 for the 25K, if you go anything over 525, you're going to increase your profit target to pass. Earn the Trade needs to word things better because it does confuse so many people. I love Earn the Trade. I consider it the best prop firm, but it has some issues with how they word things, has some issues with how they communicate things, and I still don't understand why you need to ask for live commissions and it's not just default for micros. And yes, I do hammer them on this stuff privately. I do want to thank everyone for joining me here. I see we're up to 23 people on YouTube, one person on Twitch. Feel free to join everybody in the chat, although everyone kind of got quiet besides Skogs. I apologize. I just saw your last message. Let's do this. What am I guesstimating at? Oh, I let them know how I feel about when they've made a couple changes recently that they did not announce beforehand that people just happen to find them in the help section, like when they banned train copiers and when they reduced the maximum accounts from 5 to 3. They didn't make any announcements on that. Jimmy, that's correct. But once you hit the 50K size, you're on an actual live account, so you would be responsible for data fees. $105 per exchange that you want to trade. So you see Crude's pulling back here. Big move down on that candle, 53 ticks. Indices are kind of sideways right now. I mean, grinding down, but you can see actually it's we started. Let's look here. NQ. NQ blasted off at 923, went all the way up to 409. Now it's all the way back down to 27. So it's given back all those gains. No problem. Ask any questions. I apologize. I missed your comment until I scrolled back up. So probably up $1,199 on the gauntlet. Now we're still down 124. So it means right now I could to try and get to the maximum there. I can make like $650 from this point for today. So we'll look for some good trades. Hopefully on MNQ. It's really all I try to trade during the day on because of the loss limit on TCP. This would have ended up being a decent signal off of with a 15-point stop. It's going down 8. I would contribute $1 to that. Let's do this. So, okay. Let's try and get our head back in the game. We're about 50 minutes away from the open. Yeah, I could try my luck and try that move with a micro or two at the open on the TCP. Hi, Hans. Thank you for your opinion. Have a great day. Hans, have you hit? Oh, did you make an $1,100 trade today? Okay, now I'm just getting cocky, and I obviously you guys know I don't, but I really don't like it when someone. I would never come on to someone's live chat and make a negative comment even about their charts or about anything they're doing. I don't know where someone gets that mindset. I never, if a trading style works for someone or ever how they have their charts, if that works for them, then that works for them. That should be my first downvote of the day. Yep. Oh, and speaking of upvotes and downvotes, those of you here on YouTube, I'd love to see y'all smash that like button so the YouTube algorithm knows you like me. You really, really like me. But no pressure. I think he was here once before, and I think Ace told him off. That's that I don't ban if someone just makes a negative comment. So, I mean, but I'd love to hear what mindset makes people think they can come in and I can't imagine ever doing that. Just jumping on someone's stream and not even saying hello first, but or saying just making a rude comment. If even if I had a problem with someone's charts, I would say, hello, how you doing? Uh, you know, how do you make those charts work? Or, you know, well, why do you have this on the chart or whatever? And, maybe offer a suggestion if you think the person needs it, but it just doesn't make sense. See ya, Hans. Hope you find another channel that you don't like. I bet you he's just a fun person to be around. Huh. Meanwhile, I just realized my phone's not charging. That could be a problem. There it goes. Okay. Huh. So that explains the sell-off. Now, the excitement over the news, and then Powell comes in and says nothing changes. So that probably explains the sell-off. I wonder if we'll see a bigger sell-off at open. Yeah. Vincent, I just saw your message about the heart thumper. That'd be an interesting name for it. Would kind of let people know they maybe should try this at home. So I will say that that does seem a high quality, move. Well, I shouldn't say, I don't know, high probability move, I should say, because I've tried that now, I think 4 times, no, 5 times, and it only didn't work once. So I will end up doing that same move for the FMLC meeting on the 16th that we'll be streaming. Uh, so now we're all calmed down again, and as has the market. As you see, it's kind of sideways-ish. Copper pulled back to the SMA line, pulling down. So at this point, I'm kind of a commentator because I'm only going to be looking for setups on MNQ for the TCP. So is anyone else taking any trades this morning? Wait, Vincent, what are you doing? Are you still in that trade or did you get out? Good morning, Life Brown here. How are you doing? Hey, profit's profit. Cool. Contra? I assume your winner was bigger than your loser? UltraBond sending a signal. Here we are, top of the hour, 9 a.m. Oh, excellent job, Contra. Excellent. Copper hit the SMA line and didn't stop, pulled back for a bit and continued on. Excellent, Vincent. Excellent. Hello, Thomas. See you in a bit. WD GAN. Now you're making me. So, NQ's curled back up, sitting here on the SMA line. I'm not really, I've heard the name, but I don't really know anything about GAN. Okay, I think that just went all above my head there. Let's do this, but I'm interested in, uh, how that relates to everything. I mean, I'm definitely interested in hearing different thoughts, theories, and whatnot. UltraBond heading up. Copper looking like it might want to make the run for the back up toward its highs of the day. Kind of forgot about crude and all this, but it's sideways. Natural gas is heading up. Yeah, I'll definitely check them out later once I'm off stream. I did quickly bring up a Google when you mentioned the name, so I didn't sound like a total, like, make sure it wasn't somebody else totally missing and feeling stupid. So kind of calming down here a bit. Elliott wave theory or what? Or I believe I've seen that around. I think let's see. I think there's some GAN indicator. Yeah. Oops. That's one thing I hate about. You can see there's some GAN indicators. Lots of GAN indicators here on TradingView. Lots of GAN stuff here on TradingView. High low, fan, square of 9, angles of volatility. I don't know what any of it is, but GAN's obviously popular. Same guy that wrote the super trend script wrote this Gann high low. Look at it here. The moving average based trend indicator consisting of two different simple moving averages. Interesting. So we are now about 12 minutes to the bell. NQ came up to the SMA line, wrote it, and then came back down. See, for me, I just shoot for a certain amount of ticks or points, and then kind of once it hits it, use a trailing stop close to it, to try and get a little extra out of it if it gives a little extra. How I normally do it. Vincent probably has a better solution for that. And now everything is quiet, relaxed, till the chaos of the open. Um, Contra, on concerning the super trend, you can change the multiplier. So if you want, or some people run two for one for entries and one for stops with a different multiplier. So like, let's say I go in here and this is the super trend. Like right now, you can see the super trend stop here is at 13,909. But if I change this multiplier, I hate it when it does that. If I change the multiplier down to say 1.2, it moves that line back to 898. So you can play with the multiplier, or even plot two for your, one for your entry and one for your exits. There's actually a strategy out that has, I've seen videos on it where people plot three super trends on their screen at different multipliers, and they'll only enter when all three are going in one direction. Kappa. UltraBond continuing to head up. No, that's this is on TradingView. There is a super trend out for NinjaTrader. It doesn't seem to be as exact as the TradingView indicator. So I mean, I have it. I've put it on my chart here and there, but I just do all my charting on TradingView, so I don't even really mess with NinjaTrader. NinjaTrader is just for me to enter orders on. So you do see Nasdaq popping up here, trying to get back above the SMA line. About 16 minutes before the bell. Pull back there. 15-point candle pull back. You know, the other thing cool about today's profit on the gauntlet is it looks like I've only spent $16 in commissions. I'd like to find some profit for the TCP. That's a huge target, Vincent. Uh, uh, target that, Vincent. That'd be like 1,200 points. Uh, yeah, that'd be 4,800 ticks or so, Vincent. Just a tad, um, big. It would be a $24,000 trade on one NQ contract, or 2,400 on one MNQ. Jamie Jenkins, thank you for subscribing. Hello, welcome to the channel. Thank you, Ace, for that reminder. So we head toward the open. We are just about 10 minutes away. Oh, big move up here on NQ. 20-point candle up. Yeah, I thought that was a little bit of a huge move there, even for you, Vincent. So this sending a long signal here. That was a big candle, though. Maybe going into the open. You know what? I'm taking that. I'm gonna take. I just took. Entered this long. Probably was a mistake. Might cut it early if it seems like it is. I was just saying about how big candles don't produce good results. We're gonna move our stop to 15 here. So we don't take that big of a loss if this ends up flushing down. Yep, there's the flush right after that new candle opened. See if it can get any more oomph. I usually don't take trades this close to the bell. Uh, from the level we're at now, Vincent, about 400 ticks for that first target. There we go. There's some green. Sorry to be kind of trading against you here, Contra. Hey, no Chris Moore this morning so far. I wonder if he slept in. Back to break even. Definitely is not the cleanest move. Back to my entry point. Now the question is, do I stay in this through the open? It's a tight stop. It's 2 micros. Right now, if it stopped me out, I'll lose 32 bucks. Kind of hoping it'll get back up to at least here, 42. But now it looks like it's pulling back again. 2 red candles in a row like that usually will tell me it's going to pull back. New candle in 2 seconds. Oh, big move down. Stop me out. Okay. So, that didn't work. TCP is now down 161 on the day, so I got to start being careful. One trade can get that back, though. So, 4 minutes to the bell. I just was telling myself, and I even mentioned this to Vincent last night when I think no one else was around in share vision. Taking a big long candle like that goes from the SMA all the way into the bands usually results in failure, and this has resulted in failure. So, if I was going to do that, I should have went to NQ 5x5, went for 5 points. I prefer Tradeovate. Ninja Trader, I mean, it's okay. Like I said, I don't use it to enter orders. I do all my charting on Trading View, and but Ninja Trader bought Tradeovate in January, so hopefully we'll see Tradeovate or something similar coming to earn a trade sometime soon. Ninja Trader, I mean, you can chart off of it, but I don't know. It seems like a lot of indicators you have to buy or hope someone made them free. So I just use it to enter orders, which does cause me, a little bit of delay because, I see the move on trading view and quickly got to grab the chart from NinjaTrader. But I mean, I do like NinjaTrader's automatic trade management. You know, it's good setups there. But if Untitled ever got Trade of 8, I would probably, because Trade of 8's integrated with Trading View, I would probably trade right off the Trading View charts. We are a little over a minute from the open. We will move over to the 1 and the 5-minute charts for NQ and ES. And we will watch and we will look for an entry on NQ if anything seems to be popping. Hopping, stopping, popping like a rabbit. You're welcome. $20. And there's the bell. Popped up here. 8 points, 13 points so far. Big move up. 22 points. Seeing 5 so far on ES. 25 on NQ as it butts right up against its 200 EMA. We did break the band on the 1 minute. Honestly expecting a pullback on the next candle. Or on this candle. 10 seconds on the 1 minute. Continuing a surge up to 913, 963. There's the pullback on the next candle I expected. Oh, nope, just surged up. So, whoa, big surge up. So pulled back by 9 points real quick and then surged up again. We're now up we were up 50 points on the NQ. ES, still hanging around 5 points. So not seeing the same surge there. NQ struggling right at that 200 EMA, which is also where it cut earlier off non-farm payrolls. Up there, push through. So we're up 43 points now. ES, though, is not really doing much at all. It's up to a total of 2.5. High that non-farm payrolls candle was 409 or 410. We're up to, we've just hit 390. Sorry, we just hit 982. It's hitting the bands now on both the 1 and the 5. So thinking pullback again. Honestly, I mean, Trade8 was okay. I mean, for browser based, it was a lot better than Finamark or you know the browser based options available on Honor Trade. But yeah, what I just the best feature of Trade8, in my opinion, is the fact that it integrates with TradingView, where I wouldn't even need to worry about that platform. I could just trade right here and not have to jump around. Okay, big pullback here. ES is now red on the opening 5 minute candle. Um, NQ is now only up 11 points after being up 50. See the 1 minute candle we're pulled back by about 17. Ace is short, looking for his 2 points. Oh, now we're surging back up. Long signal again on NQ. I want to see it get back at least, it's obviously it's sending me the long signal, but I want to see it hold above that 200 EMA on the 5 minute. And this is where I do look at the 5 minute when I'm comparing both charts. ES is just kind of sitting there. Uh, uh, Ace, did you profit or did you stop out? Wow. Have a great weekend, Ace. NQ bursting up here. Do I want to take the long signal? I don't think I do. It's about hitting the third band. Great job, Ace. That, 90 seconds of work is really gonna tire you out. So we did get the long signal here, but you can see we are definitely up against that Bollinger. Have yourself a nice, relaxing weekend, Ace. If you're around Sunday evening, I'm on Share Vision Sunday evening and Monday morning. Fun, fun. Big move up here on the NQ now. We are above the Bollinger. We're above the Bollinger. And I want to say it wants to pull back here. Yep. And there possibly was the pullback. So let's go take a look at what everything else is doing as we continue to watch NQ to see if it gives me any clues. Gold just continuing to head up. Wow, look at gold go. Gold's made a new daily high. And it's back at February 24th levels. UltraBond is heading up as well. Crude hit another new daily high, so all of a sudden crude surging back up to 113. See that beautiful move there off of 111.53. It's gone up about 2,000 ticks. Big pullback here on the indices. I said it was going to reverse. I should have played that reversal. 25 points down, 28. ES now sending a short signal. ES did not fly up like Nasdaq did, and ES is this candle extends the full length of the bands. Ah. Good morning, Andrew. How are you doing? MNQ is sending a short signal here. This one's iffy as well. $20. We're gonna try it. I hate it when it surges down right at the end of the candle. We're filled on MNQ. Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah. Come on, keep giving it to me. But well, no, I didn't. Hoping this continues to surge down. Oh, well, good job there, Scouts. Getting that extra. Struggling at that where it pulled back here right before the open. 908. See if it can break through there. Ooh, coming back up. This could be a bounce here. We'll see. Definitely bouncy, bouncy. There we go. There we go. Stop moves to break even. Stops trailing. There about 7. There we go. Okay. In and out of that trade. Boom. 30 points, I think. Let's look. TCP still down 50. We got 30 on the 30 on the one, and about 25 on the other. Kind of wish I just did a regular NQ and we'll be done. Thank you, Skogs. There's a cha-ching. Thank you. So now we'll wait for our next. Be interested to see if this starts a long bleed out or not. Okay, so I'm going to ask a stupid question here, Vincent. What's the difference between fib extensions and fib retracements? And yes, I'm aware I could just go Google that. Crawling back up here, so we got out at the right time. Long or short wear, Skogs? Gold, short signal there, bouncing off the SMA though. Back up. We're seeing big candles here on gold. I don't think it did. Let me see if I can refresh that. It's it's delayed. Sometimes the trade can take a little while to update the dashboard. Looking at this totals in NinjaTrader, the balance is at it should be at 24,875, so down just about $125 now on TCP. Hopefully it'll update soon. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking, I guess, I mean, thinking retracement is where you expect to get in on something, and extension is where you're looking at. Yep, here comes the flush, big flush. So, obviously I got out on that trade with my trailing stop. This has now moved down from the top. It's moved down over 100 points. TCP dashboard's still lagging. So, let's see how far this goes down. This is where one of the reasons I don't like being on just doing just one asset, because now if this goes down for the next hour or whatever, I don't know where to get in at, and then I'm like kind of stuck. Have a good day, Skogs. Gotta get rid of that job so you can just concentrate on trading. Awesome. Gold did bounce off the SMA line and up. Big candles on gold here. TCP still has not updated. Short signal on copper. Not going to take copper on the TCP. Not going to take the UltraBond on TCP. I might take a gold scalp on TCP and Q. I think crude is too volatile right now to also consider taking on TCP. So we're kind of pigeonholed here right now with 2 or 3 assets. So now we're just watching and waiting for the market to maybe reverse some so we can get some entries. Jake, no, never heard of synthetics. What is synthetics trading? Gotcha. I don't use this retracements. I haven't studied fibs at all. I just set a profit target and a stop loss for the time frame I'm in. Like on NQ at this time of day, I set a profit target for 30. I set a stop loss of 15. Once I, have more of a cushion, I might use the super trend ATR or whatever a bit more. But right now, yep, I have everything set up in an ATM. Sorry if you're hearing some background noise. Surprisingly, while sitting here streaming and trading, um, I'm also cleaning out the fridge. Most of the time, yes, but I also do 1.5 to 1 or 1.33 to 1. Like I've been playing with 2015 on NQ as well. Oh, that's interesting, Jake. Never heard of it. Okay, the TCP is now updated, so you can see still down. Is that right? TCP still isn't right. It's not matching up with NinjaTrader. Weird. NinjaTrader says my balance is at 24,875. The dashboard updated saying 836, so somewhere in the middle there. No, Thomas. I actually hit a win on the NQ. I had dropped to down 161 on the day on my TCP, but now I'm only down 50, and I'm up $1,199 on the gauntlet. So looking for a couple more TCP opportunities since I can't really trade the gauntlet account anymore today. Jake, you missed my awesome trade earlier. That's a good point. Crude kind of pulling back. Market's taking a breath. I say that too often. I need to find some new taglines. I traded NASDAQ at non-farm payrolls, and I caught that going up for $1,100 in 16 seconds. NQ, sending a long signal here. Again, this is a little bit difficult. I think it's going to pull back here. It is hitting the third band. I'm sorry, hitting the band on the R side, not the third band. And it is going against the trend. I expect to pull back on the next candle. This is a big candle, 38 points. Thanks, Jake. Let's see. No pullback yet. Oop. Yep. Okay. So right now it's hitting the bands. Now, I mean, I'm expecting to see it pull back. So if I taken that long signal, I would have gotten. Wow, really? So I expected to pull back here. Instead, it went and it would have gave me 30 points. Wow. Still expecting it to pull back. I mean, it's pulled back by 10 points. Nope. So just totally proved me wrong. And should have just taken the signal. Yeah, I thought for sure. I mean, usually it, goes up there and will pull back on the next candle. But nope. We're now at the top of the hour, 10 o'clock here. Or 10 o'clock on the East Coast, 9 o'clock here. Probably stream for another hour or so. Does it look like we're going to get that pull back there on NQ? We want to thank you so much for joining me here. Remember, my next streams will be on ShareVision on Sunday evening and Monday morning. The link is in the video description below for ShareVision. Well, there's the pullback. 2 candles later than I expected it. Yeah, neither do I. So I'm not taking it. See a good bounce there on gold. Big move down there. 7.5 points. Bounce back up by half. That would have been a good bounce to take. You see it did get below the 70, I mean the 30 line. Got below the Bollinger. It was the A plus setup I looked for that reversal. That would have been a good reversal to catch. I would have got my TCP done for the day. Well, 50 to 1, you could be wrong 98% of the time. Just trading the TCP here the rest of the day. Looking for something to take on it. Limit it in our options. UltraBond. Obviously, I'm not taking the UltraBond here right now, although that looks like a great signal. CFT would be so happy if I took an UltraBond on the TCP. CFT. Never mind. Too many initials. Jimmy, yeah, they're really good. Obviously, don't blind. But yeah, here, guys, I showed this on stream last night, but I'm not sure how many of you were here. Check out copper from yesterday. Let's turn back time. Well, crap. Let's not check out copper from yesterday because it looks like TradingView crashed overnight. I forgot to save the chart. So, so I'll go through it with you guys. I won't mark them all off. I had them all marked off, but let's go through the signals. This is going for 20 ticks, which is $250. Copper would have won 17 out of 19 from 6 a.m. my time on, including 12 in a row. Win, 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 win. First loss right here. Win, win the take in that signal. Win, win, loss right here. Win, win. 17 and 2 in the last 8 hours of trading. $250 a pop. With a 15 tick stop loss. What's NQ trying to tell us? NQ is with a short signal here. Let's jump on that. I like it. I'm a little late now, but we'll take it anyway. Pulling back. We're entered. Crude sending a signal here. We're in on N and Q. Trying to catch this move down. Just broke through the SMA line. So that was, I like the second confirmation there. Of not only did we get the signal, but we broke through the SMA. Seeing a nice move down. A little bit of green here. Low of this prior move was 42. Our profit target's right at 43. A little bit of green there. Struggling right around 60. There's some red. More green. Looking for 30 points. We've gotten 15 so far. No, yeah, almost 20 so far. See? There we go. Stops move to break even. Not sure why my stops just moved. Why are they the yellow color? I've never seen that right there. Weird. It's coming back up. Might hit me out break even. $15 seconds to go on this candle. We're about 10 points in profit now. Stop moved up to break even and then it starts showing green. Let's see if we can get some red here. Yep. Gold. At its SMA line. Three straight green candles. There we go. There's red. Now we're 10 points from the profit target. There we go. Come on, surge down. Nice surge. Come on. That's what we want. Struggling at the 50 area. We're up 70. There we go. That's what I wanted. There we go. I have no idea if my stop's trailing. It doesn't look like it is. I'm managing the trade, watching for this to pull back. Yeah, there we go. Continuing down. Broke through that support. Boom. Big move down here. Look at this. Look at this. Uh-oh. It's not closing my order. It's telling me to manually close my position. I am, no, there's something wrong. It won't, it's not taking my... Still going down. I'm still making money, but I can't get out. I need to bring up our Trader Pro. I'm still making money. It's still going down. See if I can get out on our Trader Pro. I don't even remember how to use our Trader Pro. Here we go. I think I'm out. Why is it showing a net change in negative? Okay, closed profit. Okay, I was scared. So, something went wrong. It's saying 17. Oh man. I did. I'm in our trader. It's showing a quantity of 17, and I never, obviously never was never in 17. I got to see whether or not my TCP just busted because of our trader. I mean, because of Rhythmic. Nothing yet there. Okay, I'm gonna connect back to Ninja. Not sure why my Twitter's showing, but that's okay. Okay, let's skip back out of our trader. Okay, well, 17 micros would not have killed my account, so no idea what the heck's going on right now. Let's connect back to Ninja and see where the heck we're at, if it even lets me connect. Nope, Ninja. Our Rhythmic seems to be down. I can't get back. I can't reconnect. Hold on, I'm announcing Rhythmic down. Okay. Well, I exited the data feed. I mean, it was working in our Trader Pro, but it was showing weird stuff. I trying to connect here now, and it's now I got a yellow. Well, now it's saying disconnect. Let's so disconnect again. We'll try again. Yep. Everyone on Discord's reporting the same issue. So we're basically done here, but I mean I'll continue to stream until we see. Yeah. Atomic order. Oh my God. Sounds like maybe a nuclear attack. No, I'm kidding. I guess I shouldn't joke about that right now. Sorry. Oops. So I have no idea where I'm at on the TCP now. I don't like the fact that it said 17 contracts, but if it was, I was going in the right direction on our Trader Pro. I guess we'll go back and look at charts till this is figured out. Hey, that's our first hog signal of the day. Oh, I missed the one at the open. That would have been a good signal. So, data errors right now. No idea where we're at. Hoping that something that's really weird didn't happen and blew the whole account. Okay, yeah. That's what I was thinking, but still don't understand why it had a 17 there, but maybe that's the total amount for the day. I don't know. Either way, all seems okay. Yeah, if it's the Earn the Trade Discord, you probably see me mentioning it. If it's not the Earn the Trade Discord, yeah. Rhythmic, it's probably, I mean, usually when Rhythmic goes down, it's a system, everywhere. And all these prop firms use Rhythmic. So, I'm not sure how much of this move I caught. It'd be nice to see my stats. I guess I could go back into our trader and try and figure it out. But, yeah. Let's give Ninja Trader one more time, and then we'll bring up our trader back up. Huh. So, Rhythmic tells me I have 2 active orders. I mean, Ninja Trader says I have 2 active orders. That's a little scary. TCP dashboard's been very slow to update. It didn't update my last win for like half an hour. Let's go back to our Trader Pro. No, I don't. Log in. Okay, so let's take a gander at our Trader Pro. Probably should learn how to use this more. Okay. Not want position performance. Okay, here we go. So it says I'm up now up 124.50 on the TCP and $91.86 after commissions. So that last trade was a $174 trade. Um, it actually kept me in there longer than I. No, well, yeah. So because I was down 50 net. I mean, sorry, gross. Now I'm up 124. So it was $174 on 2 micros. So that's pretty darn good. It's like 40. It's over a 45 point average or just about 45, 44, somewhere around there. So not being able to get out actually got me more money. So don't want that. Recent orders. Okay. No working orders. No. Okay. So we are definitely should be good, even though Ninja Trader's still saying that we have open orders. Order history. Why doesn't it show anything in order history? Vincent, and even though I use them, I totally agree with that. Half the time, I mean, there's sometimes that the trailing stop works perfectly, where it'll get you an extra, 10, 20 points, but other times it will come back and hit you, and if you just go with a static profit target, it you would have got more out of it. Okay, so as long as I'm flat everywhere, it looks like it is, I am. Oh, that's why I'm not seeing anything. Duh. Oh, it's not showing from the day either. Okay, no problem. Well, oh, I don't think it's okay. I'm just gonna hope Ninja Trader doesn't do something stupid once it reconnects. Still not connecting. So guys, not a very interesting stream at this point. Can't make any more trades. I am happy that I did get the green on the TCP. So very good day. We'll continue streaming to see whether or not my connection comes back. NQ sitting there. Checking the Discord again. Yeah. See, here I go answering people in Discord out loud. Okay. The Earn a Trade Discord's absolutely blowing up as well. Jimmy, yeah, most of them. I'm not sure if Top Step is, but I think everyone else is. Oh man, how bad of a loss, Contra? Let me see if my TCP updated. Now it disappeared. Oh, oh, my TCP has not updated yet. Copper. Look at. Oh, never mind. I was looking backwards at copper. Sorry about that. So, UltraBond heading up. Gold. This would have been a good signal off gold. It seems to be just if you're using NinjaTrader with Rhythmic, and not all of Rhythmic, but we're not 100% sure. Trade says they're already in contact with Ninja brokerage on the outage. So we're kind of in limbo here. Obviously, I can't take any more trades until this resolves itself. And obviously, I mean, we can continue streaming here for a little bit to see if it resolves itself. Yeah, Walt's on the Top Steps Pro account, I believe. So I do want to thank everyone for joining me today, even if we're experiencing technical difficulties beyond our control. Oh, for some reason I was thinking Top Step used CQG, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyone else in here not on Earn a Trade that also had a rhythmic problem? Or was it just Earn the Trade? If it's just Earn the Trade, I will report that to Earn the Trade. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it seems to just be a Ninja Trader thing. Okay. So, okay. I wanted to make sure it wasn't just an Earn a Trade issue. I took a $440 loss 2 or 3 days ago on crude oil on the opening candle because Rhythmic didn't fill me. Well, I shouldn't say that. Rhythmic, there was no indication I got filled. I pressed the button again, which I always tell everyone else not to do, but I did. So then it filled me twice, but it didn't show up for 15 seconds. Then by that point it was reversing. So I took a big loss, and then a minute later it came back and hit a $600 winner. So it wasn't horrible, but still I should have never had to take the loss. Is your regular NT is that a rhythmic connection though, or is that a different data feed contra? Crude pulling back here. I would take that trade if I could, but I can't. There we go. We're back. But it says I have an open order. Crap. Hold on, we're back and it says I have an open order. Oh, look at that. I have an open order and it's in profit. I'm gonna close it though. So it filled me at 18.13. I got out at 18.16 for a 3-tick win. Okay, let me regroup my thoughts here, guys, because I'm totally frazzled at the second. I need to check. Yeah, I'm connected as well. Let me make sure all orders are now flat. Real quick. This is my totals now for the day. We're up 131 on the TCP. We're up 1,199 on the gauntlet. So green day all around. Let's see if I have any orders that are not filled. Bless you. Nope, it looks like we're flat everywhere. It did fill me as soon as it popped back up. And I got out for 3, so I can thank them for that. Okay, so let's look at that last trade that I was caught in. We entered there at 13,873. One cashed out at exactly 30 points, and the other went wow. Well, I think I can thank Ninja Trader or Rhythmic for going down, because I ended up staying in that trade for 57 points. So you know what? I mean, as far as data problems going, this worked in my favor. I agree. Long signal there. I should have stayed in that long that Ninja Trader put me in, but crap, I missed this long signal in queue. I should have grabbed that. Hey, Lennox. Lennox, you missed my best trade of my career earlier. So, now, yeah, played my 10 by 10, or as Vincent calls it, the heart thumper, off non-farm payrolls, with one regular NQ contract, and hit $1,100. 55 points on the NFP pop back here off that. So I'm up $1,199 on the day on Gauntlet, and can only trade TCP because I don't want to blow the consistency rule. Quickly got batted down. So now we'll probably trade here for another 20 minutes. Also make sure the trader doesn't crash again, but see if we get one more trade. Right now we're green on both accounts, so I'm happy with that. Let's see if my numbers on the TCP have updated yet. Oh, we're getting a bad gateway error on earn to trade now. That's interesting. Okay, now it's back. Still not correct though. It says I'm down $89, when it's not true. I don't think. Hold on, let me look at that. Maybe I am still down $89. No, TCP is now positive by $51. So the thing you're seeing in the top of the screen is not correct. Hopefully soon. Sure. Super trend settings are, first of all, it's the super trend by this guy here, Kivonk Ozbilgic. There's multiple super trend indicators on the trading view, but that's the one I use. It's the one that comes with the long and short signals. And settings I use, kill the hogs there, is an ATR period of 10, source HL2, and the ATR multiplier is 2.2. The default is 3, but I find 2.2 is what works for me. Copper. Thank you very much, Jimmy. Glad to have you. Glad to have you here. Hope you continue to find the stream a useful tool and enjoyable. Seems like we're pretty much sideways here on everything. Maybe all the big banks use Rhythmic too. I'm kidding. There we go. Now the TCP is updated and is correct. See it there. Balance of 25,051. So both my accounts now, which started the day negative, are in the positive. ES sending a short signal here. I'm in Q. And Q has not yet sent that short signal. Now it has. It's kind of flirting with it there. Hey Linux, did you do any trading today before everything crashed? You can have up to 3 TCPs. Yes, I was on mute. Oops. Thank you. Sorry about that. We're waiting to enter here. I'm entering on this move down here. And I'm sorry to hear about that, Linux. And very good job, Linux, for two opposite different good news, bad news you just gave. Trying to figure out when I put that mute up. Anyway, we're in a trade here. See if we continue to push down. Back to break even. Looking for red. Liking what I'm seeing so far. Give me 1 minute. Seeing green now. Bit of a fight. Looks like this wants to pop back up and stop me. Stop me out. Darn it. And now we're going to be back down to not being in the green on the... I mean, we're green for the day on the TCP, but the TCP is now back to being $12 in the negative. Yeah, I found that when it seems like when Rhythmic has an issue, they get it fixed, it usually doesn't come back that day. But Next day, maybe. Now, this guy came up and stopped me out and bet you watch it go back down. Well, continuing to watch this. If it gets back down, I might try it again. But right now, it's definitely... You see it hit this area back here as well, 92. 92, 95, 80. It got down to 83 there for a bit. Back up. Does look like that's exactly what's happening here. Looks like it's... Came up, stopped me out. So, let's take one more stab at it. Maybe. Kind of watching the bid and ask right now. Looking for a break in 90. Breaks 90, we'll get in. 790 that is. Up, there's a reversal back up to 99. Another surge back down. Green, taking finger off the trigger for a moment. Be our last trade of the day if I take it. Looking more sideways now. It needs to break. It needs to at least break 90. Maybe 85 would be better now that I look at it. These candles low here is 87, 84, 83, 88. But maybe it needs to break at least 85. Of course, it's at 800 now, so if I went short and looked for 15 points, you know, maybe that would be... Yeah, now it's looking kind of sideways. So indecisiveness. So far, that short signal is not a good signal. We're kind of sideways now and everything on that chart. Everything's kind of sideways right now. Russell, though, Russell's kind of still heading down. Crude's heading down. Nothing else is really taking a direction. And Q's bopping back up to the SMA line. So we'll stream for another 5 more minutes and see if we get any more. We'd love to finish the day with another green trade on TCP. And once again, a reminder that we are on Share Vision Sunday night, Monday morning. Next YouTube stream is Monday night and Tuesday morning. Sunday night Asia sessions have been pretty hopping lately. So come watch the fun action. Here's a move back down. Again, we kind of want to see it get below 80, even though, I mean, that's 20 points away, so I don't know. Supposed to bounce off the SMA, but it's just I'm unsure about what it wants to do here. Those of you in YouTube, one last time, I'll ask if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button if you feel like it. Let the YouTube algorithm know that you like this stream. Hmm. There's a move down. Give me 1 second, Jimmy. I'm seeing if I want to enter here or not. Get this, trying to get a break. Not still in break. Um, yeah. Mornings I come on at 7:30 Eastern, so I think that's 12:30 your time. It's either 12:30 or 1:30 your time. And in the evenings I come on at 7:45 Eastern, so I think that's a little after midnight your time. Okay, I took an order there. It might bounce. We might just end the day right now. But we'll see. Should have just took the order earlier, to be honest. No, 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 Jimmy, that's fine. I prefer when people are chatting. It's just every now and then I'll just have to say hold on while I figure out where I want to enter. I want people chatting. You do not apologize for that at all. I hate it when, it used to be when before this stream, got some popularity to it, and I'll be sitting there for 2 hours talking to myself. Because I do enough of that when I'm not on stream. But yeah, I just say, give me a second if to let you know that I did see your question, and I'll get back to you in just, since I'm done doing what I'm doing. So let's see how this last trade of the day goes. It's really iffy right at this 80 level, 780. If it breaks, I think we have a good shot at hitting target. But we are kind of sitting right on that second Bollinger. So it needs to bend those bands down. Stop is up at 798, about 20 points from where we're at right now. But this is definitely not moving in any fast either direction. New candle forms in a second. There's some nice red. Red's not holding. We're back into the levels we saw last night after the nuclear scare. It's kind of consolidating here. Looking for that push down, hopefully. Back into the 80s. My stop is slightly below the SMA line. Looks like it's going to come get me. Back to red. Oh, that's nice. Back to break even. So the better entry point would have been after it broke the SMA, after it bounced off the SMA line, confirmation candle there. Could have got in here and we would already be at our target, I believe. Or we would have hit our target. Bounce it up now. Staying right below my stop loss, but this pattern doesn't look good. Well, how long will this trade go? We have been in this trade for 6 minutes now. Much different than that 16 seconds from earlier. Still can't power through that. There we go. Still struggling right around 780. Powers through, then pulls back around 76, 75. If they can break that level, maybe we can get a big move to the downside. Now I do like the pattern. My stop is now just a slight hair above the SMA line. And we're seeing some red momentum. We broke through 75 finally. Now we're below 770. Down to 765. There we go. Nice move down. Stops move to break even. Getting some downward momentum here. NQ, come on. It's still about 12 points from my profit target. Yep. Pulling back here. Struggling right now at the 770 area again. Did hit a low of 63. Back up to 73. That looks like a reversal candle. And it's going to come up and stop me out. Didn't yet, so maybe not. Oh, I like that. I could have sworn that was going to be a reversal candle, but we're back. Heading the right way. Still struggling at 770 though. And get back below 763 and head down to our target of 753. Nope, struggling there. 10 seconds on this 1 minute candle. New 1 minute candle. Still looks like we're on a downward slope. 65. Oh, back up to 70. I'm liking this. Like the way it looks. Obviously, it could pop up with a green candle at any time and knock us out. Now the struggle area seems to be around 65. There we go, 65. Stair stepping, kind of stair stepping down. There we go. Profit target's now moved 5 points into profit. Trailing. Yep, bouncing here though. So guaranteed a little bit of profit, but hopefully it's just a quick bounce. Back to a doji, back to red slightly. It's about 7 points from my profit target. Trying to push back down. Another new 1 minute candle formed. There we go, within 5 points. We were within 5 points. Another green move up here. Bulls continue to try and continue to so far fail. Back to being 10 points from my profit target. Yep, there's push down again. There we go. Candle fighting to be a green candle. Gonna close green probably here. This could indicate a possible reversal, but usually we don't see all green or red. So there we go. New candle forms. Pushing down. 58 seems to be the sticking point here. Just 5 points for my profit target. What we're going to do is we're going to move the profit target up to 58. If it comes back down, it'll cash out the 1 or 57. Up, green. This is showing a big green candle here. That might come up and nail our trailing there, guaranteeing us 5 points of profit. Which would be about a $30 win, depending on slippage. 10 seconds to go on this 1 minute candle. Seem to be green stair stepping. Maybe not. Oh, there's some red again. Trying to push back down. There we go. That's a nice push. Can I get back down to 58? Yep. It's trying. Nope. Could not. Back up to 70. Our stop's at 78. Been in this trade now, I believe, like 15, 20 minutes. Here we go. Back down. Another try. Okay, we just hit our target on 1. I made it 25 points instead of 30. Still moving down. We guaranteed about $50 in profit, I believe, there. Let's see where number 2 goes. It needs to get down to 53 in order for my trailing stop to trail tighter. But I could move the, I'm going to move the trailing stop to the top wick of this candle here, manually. Still seems like, there we go. Now we're 30 in profit, which means if I hadn't moved my target, we would have hit it. Trailing stop is trailing. And now a very tight trailing stop. Watching its trails by at most 5 points. And every point it moves up 1 more point, so it's still trailing. Trailing nicely, another move down, continuing to move down. Now about 36 points in the profit here. It looks like it wants to come up, kind of hanging there at 45. Stops at 47 and a quarter. Okay, we're out of that trade. Woo, yeah. Let's take a look at our stats. Now up $192 on the day on the TCP and $106 total for the account. So total profit on the day now is between the two accounts is almost $1,400. That trade took, we entered here at 9:57 my time, out at 10:10 and 10:12, so 13 minutes and 15 minutes. The first one cashed at 25 points. The second one cashed at 36 points. So, thank you guys. Let me give one last cha-ching. Oh, great job, Vincent. Thank you, Lennox. Thank you, Jimmy. Yeah, so today was a very positive day. Something I needed after yesterday's very, 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 very down day, and amazing recovery of the last 2 days. Going into the weekend feeling positive. And we're going to end our stream there for today. Once again, back on Share Vision Sunday night, Monday morning, and then YouTube Monday night, Tuesday morning. Have yourselves a great weekend, everybody, and I do thank you all for joining me and supporting me and being here. Talk to you on Sunday or Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye. You're welcome. Thank you.